welcome to my YouTube channel, Naturally Key. As the title says, I will be sharing with you my transitioning hair journey of how I transitioned from relaxed to natural hair. I'll insert some photos of my relaxed days as well as my entire transitioning process. So if you are interested in learning how I transitioned for 3 years without a big chop, then keep watching. Okay, so growing up, I've always had very thick, very coarse, kinky hair. As far as I can remember, whether my hair was relaxed or natural, I can always remember my hair being very difficult to manage. So I think at about age 4, I received my first pressing comb, like with the hot comb, and that was not enough. That actually did not work for my hair. My mom would often give the story that when she would have to style my hair and manage my hair, she'd be crying and I'd be crying. So I believe right after I received a press, I think I got my first perm maybe at age 5. So even after I received my relaxer, my hair was still pretty thick, but it was much more manageable. And so I kept a relaxer throughout grade school, throughout high school. So throughout high school, and actually a little bit before that, I began to manage my own hair. My mom is a licensed hairstylist, so there were some tips that I pretty much picked up from her. I knew how to flat iron my hair. I knew how to curl my hair. I would literally have like 4 or 5 mannequins, and I would just practice all day long. But even though I knew how to style my hair, I didn't know the logic and the theory behind healthy hair and taking care of it. And at the time, I wanted to be the one to manage my hair, which is why it began to break off. It wasn't healthy. I found that I wasn't retaining my length. And by the end of my junior year going into senior year, I actually had to cut my hair because my hair had broken off so bad. I started putting color in my hair, and it just really stunted the growth. Well, my hair was growing. Your hair is always growing, but I could not retain the length because I was doing so much to it. I was putting heat on it practically every day. Like, I wouldn't wear a bonnet. I wouldn't wrap my hair every night. I would curl it. I would wake up in the morning, I would curl it, and I would flat iron it. And it just took a toll on my hair. My hair was very thin in some areas. It just didn't look healthy. So when I got to college, I said that I was going to take better care of my hair. And at that time, I was not considering going natural. That was not even a thought. But the plan was to go to the salon every week to make sure someone was taking care of my hair, so that I would get a deep condition, that I would get my ends trimmed, that I was getting my relaxer. And so I did that bi-weekly for a while, and it really did do a great number on my hair. I found that my hair was much healthier. It looked healthier. It was growing, and I was retaining my length. But I started putting color in my hair, and that began to affect my hair as well. I started going to the salon much more frequently to get my hair relaxed. So typically it's like 6 to 8 weeks for a relaxer. I was going to the salon to get a relaxer every 4 weeks. Anytime I saw like the slightest bit of new growth, I was like, no, I gotta go. Like, I wanted my hair bone straight, and over time, obviously that had an effect on my hair, so it began to break off. And once again, I was unable to retain the length because my hair was so over processed. So around that time, I had friends and some people that I knew that were transitioning, that were growing out their relaxer, and their hair looked really good. It grew, which was the only thing that interested me about going natural. But every time that I would look at their hair texture, it was much more softer. It was a lighter wave texture, and I would think, my hair is not gonna do that. Like, I could not fathom my hair being natural. I could only envision that baby picture, and I would be like, no. Like, I can't do it. I even had family members and cousins, and even my mom, who had to manage my hair before it was relaxed, would say, your hair is too thick, like, you can't do it. And I thought that because I know how difficult it was to manage my hair, but I said, well, let me give it a shot. So again, initially when I decided to transition, it was really so that my hair could be a certain length. Like, I had no intentions of wearing my hair curly. I would always say that I'm going to have heat trained hair, which is essentially heat damaged hair. I just couldn't see myself wearing curly big hair. Like, I loved a wrap. I loved a flat iron. So I was just only going into this for the sake of my hair being long so that I could wear it straight. So I began my transitioning journey in February of 2016. That was the last time I received a relaxer. And for the most part, the first couple months, maybe the first 2 to 4 months, I wore my hair in like a bun. I would wear it pulled back in a ponytail. I would add maybe some twist in the front just to keep it out of my face, and that worked pretty well for the first few months. Something that I really didn't do is a lot of the creative styles, like the Bantu knots, even a twist out at that time, because I didn't want to chance my hair not turning out the way that I wanted at the time. Because of my job, I was traveling so much, like my hair had to always be done, and so I would just see horror stories of people who are transitioning and the hair didn't turn out the way they wanted. So I never got into the Bantu knots and the protective styles with my own hair as much. I pretty much decided to protect my hair with wigs and weaves. So at about the 6-month mark of me transitioning, I received my first sew-in, and I absolutely love it. I was never a person prior to transitioning that ever wore wigs and weaves. I was just never into it. And the reason being is because I kind of wanted to look like myself. Like, I didn't want hair down my back, and that's kind of the approach I took with my protective wigs and weaves. Like, I wanted to look like myself. Pretty much the entire time that I wore a sew-in, everyone thought it was my hair. I kept it like the same length, maybe a little bit longer, but I kept my hair protected. I didn't take my sew-in out until maybe like 3 months, and when I did that, I would deep condition it, I would trim my ends, and then I would put it right back up. I didn't keep my hair out for no longer than a week at a time, and I saw that my hair begin to grow. So during the summertime, I actually switched it up, and I switched to like a curly wig, like a U-part wig, and I would wear the curly weave in the summertime. And again, that worked. I didn't touch my hair for, I think it was probably about maybe 3 months. I would keep it braided, and I would have a U-part wig, and that worked as well. I would take my hair down, do the same thing. I would condition my hair, trim my ends, and again, my hair just grew because I wasn't doing anything to it. So maybe like the 2nd year of me transitioning, I wanted to give my hair a break, the leave out areas. Though the majority of my hair was put up, I still had like the top portion of my hair that I would straighten when I had a straight wig, as well as the top portion of my hair for my curly wigs. Even though I didn't straighten it, I twisted it, but I wanted to give that hair a break. So I went to a full wig, and that is actually how I transitioned for the last year. I kept my hair braided, and I only had maybe like my hairline out just to make it look more natural. Again, my whole thing was I wanted to look like myself, but I wanted to just protect my hair. So I would have my hair braided, I would wear the wig, I would leave a wig in, or on rather, for like a month, and then I would take my braids down, I would deep condition, I would clip my ends every 2 months, and then I would put it back up. I very seldom left my hair out, and again, I saw my hair growing. Like, it was a new head of hair, and it was such easy way to manage my hair because I wasn't doing too much to it. So it wasn't until maybe the last month, so I had been transitioning for almost 3 years, that last month I began to wear my hair out, and I absolutely loved my hair. Like, it was such a new head of hair that I had to learn obviously how to manage my hair, but I had never seen my hair grow to this length. I had never seen my hair retain the length, and I didn't even think my hair could be even thicker. And it's obviously because I stopped processing my hair with color and relaxer, and I can say that it has been the best decision. Been natural for about a year, fully natural, and it is a completely different head of hair. Like, I look at pictures of when my hair was relaxed, and for the most part I've always received compliments on my hair even when it was relaxed, and I look at those photos and I'm like, how in the world was my hair? People thought that my hair was healthy and nice, and it could be because my hair has always been very thick, but it was so unhealthy. Like, the look of it was very limp, it was very choppy, and going natural for me was the best decision that I could have done because my hair is much more healthier. I retained the length. Now I still have to take care of it, and I'm still even learning how to do that because I was trained to style my hair and manage my hair in a process stage. So there are so many other things that go into natural hair now that I'm still learning. I have had some epic fails and some wins, so I'm still learning, but I am glad I did this. I would not trade it, even the process. I did not want to chop my hair. Again, I just didn't think that was my look, but it worked for me. I kept my hair up. I just trimmed my ends, and I'm really happy with the results. So if you are someone that is transitioning or you're thinking about transitioning, I mean, it is a journey, but I have never seen anyone that has transitioned that did not love the results. So I can say that you'll see a completely different head of hair. You're gonna love it. It may take a lot of work in managing it, but you will definitely see a difference in the health of your hair as opposed to it being processed and relaxed. Yes, this is my hair now 1 year in, and I'll be sharing more videos about my hair, what I'm doing, what's working, what's not working. If you are interested in just hearing about hair in general and some other things, as well as some lifestyle and beauty, I would ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you thought this video was helpful, just give it a thumbs up. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter @_naturallykey, and I will see you in my next video.